Hello all, welcome to the 8th podcast of Tesla Club India. Today we have with us Hariraj, our meme maker, graphic designer I can say.
That too.
Shubhayu is an Nexon EV owner. Vivek Ahuja is also an Nexon EV owner and Shubhikash also an Nexon EV. So as you might have guessed by now, this podcast is going to be about Tata Nexon EV. We will be comparing their experiences. They are all from three different regions. So we can compare their dealership, their experience with the product. So I will let each introduce themselves first. Hariraj, you first.
Okay, so मेरा नाम हरिराज है and I've been part of the team. I'm an EV enthusiast, so मैं यहाँ पे सीखना चाहता हूँ कि यहाँ पे EV का कैसे उपयोग किया गया है और कैसे अगर कोई चाहे अगर टाटा नेक्सॉन परचेस करना और क्या क्या दुविधाएं और सुविधाएं मिलती है उसके बारे में जानना चाहूँगा. सो कौन चालू करना चाहेगा? शुभायुष? अच्छा, ओके. सो आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा है लाइक टाटा नेक्सॉन के रिलेटेड? आपका स्टोरी क्या था एंड हाउ यू गॉट इनटू ईवी और आपने कैसे टाटा नेक्सॉन पे डिसाइड किया एंड देन द स्टोरी सो फार.
Basically, my name is Shubhayu Mukherjee. I live in Maharashtra, and I've always been interested in technologies, EVs, anything that has to do with the. So from that perspective, it's the time I started driving. I always to have, but unfortunately, the options were very limited, and I really did not want to get a very small car and kind of get. So the first when I got to see the Nixon or when it came into the news, this was the like I was already sold. Looking at the stipends and all. Of course, Kona was already there in the but that was a bit outside my. So as soon as I could, I booked the vehicle. I did in January, and I got the vehicle delivered to my house at on 15th June. So yes, that was a long way, and my experience related to the dealer, the local dealer, especially the sales, is horrible. So they don't know anything about it, and they don't want to know anything about it, and it's I think they have a vested interest in not selling EV. That's the feeling I got in my interaction. On the other hand, whenever I interacted with Tata, they were they were responsive, and they did what they could. They even delivered a charger set from their Pune factory even before the car was. So yeah, they are serious. That's my Tata is serious, but about the dealership
अच्छा.
and
सो अच्छा, इसमें एक चीज लाइक कहना चाहूंगा, लाइक आपका यूं कहना है कि लोकल डीलरशिप में काफी इश्यूज होते हैं बट टाटा की तरफ से काफी अच्छा सपोर्ट मिल रहा है.
मेरा एक्सपीरियंस.
अच्छा, हाउ अबाउट अदर्स, लाइक आपका भी सेम एक्सपीरियंस रहा है क्या यहाँ पे? टाटा का सपोर्ट रहा है कि फिर इट्स लाइक द लोकल डीलर्स दैट आर क्रिएटिंग द इशू फॉर अस, या फिर उनका नॉलेज गैप का इशू क्रिएट हो रहा है, ऐसा कुछ?
या विवेक है. सो आई एग्री, टाटा डीलर्स से कोई ज़्यादा सपोर्ट और नॉलेज नहीं मिलती, बट जो टाटा के अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं, सेल्स वाले हैं, चाहे वो प्रोडक्ट स्पेशलिस्ट हैं, दे आर वेरी वेरी हेल्पफुल. दे गो आउट ऑफ देयर वे. मतलब मैंने एक बार टेस्ट ड्राइव ली, मैंने दोबारा टेस्ट ड्राइव ली, मैंने कहा मुझे 50 किलोमीटर की टेस्ट ड्राइव करनी है. सो दे हेल्प्ड इन एवरी वे दे कुड. Even while delivery of the car, the Tata Motor guy was there. He was more active in the dealership to get the stuff done rather than the sales guy who was assigned to my car at that time. So Tata Motors definitely, I think, should go in a model where they take more ownership of the EV sale rather than go through a dealer.
आई थिंक आई टोटली एग्री विद दैट, क्योंकि लोकल डीलर्स में आई हैव हर्ड काफ़ी फनी स्टोरीज. लाइक क्या बताऊँ मैं, कई बार रेंज के बारे में कुछ भी बोल देते हैं और फिर माइलेज के बारे में कॉन्सेप्ट मिक्स करते हैं और फिर दे ट्राई टू सेल इट टू द कस्टमर. और it's kind of क्या बताएं.
I once met a Tata guy near my college and I asked him about range. तो उसने बोला कि 270 तक दे देगी हाईवे पे भी, और जब अब रियल लाइफ में देख रहे हैं तो ऐसा केस नहीं लग रहा है।
और शुभाकीश, आपका कैसा रहा है? आई होप मैं आपका नाम बutcher नहीं कर रहा हूँ. आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा
This
रहा है?
is Subikash. Hello.
हाँ, so कैसा रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस?
My experience, if I would like to share, is a very different. I won't say it is horrible, but it is wonderful. Where from should I start? Like in January, we got three products in EV launched. That is the MG EZS and the Ather 450X and Nexon EV. From all these, what I did is on 17th of January, I booked Ather 450. First of all, I forgot to introduce myself. That is, I am from Odisha, and I belong to Angul, which is almost 160 kilometer away from the nearest airport, and that is our capital city, Bhubaneswar. Being in, I won't say it is a very remote place, but still it is very away from every technology and everything in this earth, I think. Still then I booked a Ather 450X on 17th of January, pre-booked it rather. Still I'm waiting. I got the merchandise before a few days. Then I saw the launching of Nexon V, which I was very interested of, but still I was confused between MG EZS and Nexon EV. I think they launched on 18th or 19th of December. I gave a call to Tata guys. I asked them whether they are going to launch it in Odisha anytime soon. Then they said we are not going to launch it anytime soon in Odisha. So I kept quiet. Means there was no other option for me. Then we came to February. Then came March with the COVID situation all around. Then April was something like we sat in home without any work, without any job. So then what I did is I called Tata guys. Ki I need a Nexon EV. I sorted out ki MG EZS is not going to come to Bhubaneswar anytime soon. So I was left out with Nexon EV. And again, the pandemic situation called us, means this should not be quoted, but COVID-19, a lot of people called it Chinese virus. So I thought to leave MG apart and come back to an Indian brand. And Nexon EV seems to be very promising. I booked Nexon on 17th of April, and one of the Tata guy committed me that you will get the delivery within first week of May, which I never expected. But again, I got a call on first week of May that you will be getting the delivery on last week of May. That got cancelled again. Again, a commitment on June first week that again shifted to June last week. But luckily, after the discussion went on with the dealer and everything, they once I had been to the dealer, is anything going to be booked for me? Then dealer said that we are not open with the code of EV yet. Once we get our code open with booking EV, then only we can book a EV for you. And till then, I have seen the Nexon EV on internet, on YouTube videos. That is what I saw. I never test drove a Nexon EV. I didn't see a test Nexon EV yet till then, till July 7th, I guess. I booked it. I got the delivery on August 10th. In between that, there was a lot of, like, we had a best thing that the dealer was the best dealer I think I have met in any of the vehicle dimensions. Like Tata, people say Tata dealer doesn't support, doesn't do anything, but this dealer was very supportive. Since the vehicle left the Pune plant, they updated me. गाड़ी ने पुणे छोड़ा. Then they again updated me. Hyderabad touch किया. Again updated me. विशाखापट्टनम क्रॉस किया. The next day morning, early morning, 7 o'clock, I got a call that your car has been unloaded from the truck, and they sent me the first photo I saw of my vehicle on June 3rd. June 3rd. But again, I had been waiting for a month of time only for Odisha government to implement.
आपने उड़ीसा गवर्नमेंट का आपने वेट किया इम्प्लीमेंट करने के
हाँ,
लिए ओके फिर
to implement the what is that called EV policies for the Odisha itself. But following them up, the dealer also followed them up. Tata guys have also followed them. But now they said to wait us for like 1 week or a week wait kar lo, or एक week wait kar lo. Since this way it happened till August 5th of August. Then finally I thought, leave that 1,62,000 apart. Let me pay that to the government and get my car at least, because it is a EV and it would be the first EV in Odisha.
wow
And finally, I got the delivery on 10th of August, and that was a red carpet delivery. I think I
wow
had shared the photos with you people also.
yep
Uh, Before that, I won't say the first. It is the first delivery of Odisha, and yet there are only two cars delivered to Odisha, and it is a very amazing car. The dealer support was amazing. The Tata support was also amazing, except a few niggles. It happens in India. कि like मन नहीं मिलता है, then we fight with each other. But
Yeah.
still, I will rate 5 out of 5 for my delivery experience
wow
in all.
That's really a strong brand advocacy. ये तो मानना पड़ेगा टाटा की तरफ से काफ़ी सही है और उनका ये सर्विसेज सुन के काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है बट ऑन दी अदर हैंड अगर मैं अगर मैं डायरेक्शन अगर चेंज करूँ तो टाटा ने अभी रिसेंटली आई थिंक मंथली चार्जेस वाला कुछ निकाला हुआ है राइट
Monthly subscription for Tata Nexon.
यस करेक्ट so उसमें आपकी क्या राय है लाइक इज इट वर्थ इट
Look, means we people being into business, I won't say it very bluntly, but I don't think the subscription thing will come to Odisha very soon, and people will go for subscription in Odisha particularly.
Okay.
Because the subscription of any kind of vehicle is not yet live in Odisha. So we people, even if don't know what exactly that subscription means and how will it help in long term, or any idea on subscription.
आई थिंक सब्सक्रिप्शन का एपिसोड स्ट्रॉन्ग एपिसोड तो अपने ईथर में भी देखा था आई थिंक Anirvan I mean Nikhil would have much better idea yeah Nikhil would have much better idea regarding this
yes
so कैसा रहा था like what are your thoughts regarding it Ather 450 as a subscription model and then again thinking in terms of Tata Nexon 50,000 per month kind of subscription model is it 50,000 or am I wrong please correct me
it's near 41,000 something. There are three different subscription rates for 36 months, for 24 and for 12 months. So the 36 month one, if you total it, it's going to be around 15 lakh, which I think is costly. अब व्हीकल की कॉस्ट के लगभग बराबर हो जाता है 3 साल में, and after 3 year you have nothing in your hand because car is on subscription, you cannot keep it, and you have paid nearly 15 lakh and you have nothing.
Right.
So मेरे हिसाब से बाय करना ज़्यादा बेटर है सब्सक्रिप्शन की जगह. बाय करो, आपके पास कम से कम 3 साल के बाद व्हीकल तो रहेगा और बेचोगे तो कुछ कॉस्ट भी मिलेगी आपको.
इसमें कोई ऐसे ऑल्टरनेटिव्स है क्या लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल एमजी के इनिशिएटिव्स कैसे है 60% बायबैक वगैरह वैसे टाइप के कॉन्सेप्ट्स वो लोग लेके आ रहे हैं मार्केट में सो ऐसे कुछ फेवर्स मिलते हैं ईवी के रिलेटेड अगर इफ यू आर बाइंग इन और गेटिंग इनटू दिस स्ट्रक्चर ऐसे कुछ
मैंने अभी इसकी ज़्यादा डिटेल नहीं देखी है, मैं कल पर्सनली बिजी चल रहा हूँ, तो मैंने न्यूज़ में ये सब्सक्रिप्शन का देखा था मॉडल की रेट्स क्या हैं और उसकी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन में मैं अभी नहीं गया हूँ. अगर कोई विवेक या शुभिकश में इनको पता हो तो मुझे पता नहीं, पर सब्सक्रिप्शन मॉडल आई फेल्ट कॉस्टली because I did a subscription or lease for Model Y in America, and I found out that it's less than or nearly half the cost of vehicle in 3 years.
Wow.
Because that's what subscription is meant to be. You are making it cheaper. But in this case,
Yes.
I think it's nearly equal the cost of vehicle, and after 3 years you have nothing.
Yeah.
I
So that's
absolutely
the
agree to that.
problem.
Yeah, Shua, you are saying something?
Yeah, I so for not for this particular, but the concept of leasing a car in. So I did quite a lot of that on ICE cars, especially with and, some other cars. So every time I did a calculation and when I put in all the cost, so the entire TCO calculation, if you do, it always is that if when you're leasing a car, it's always expensive. The only thing that could come to my mind as a use case is probably who's traveling to a city where who- probably he will live there for 1 year or 1 year. He can use it as its own car instead of hiring a car and then let go of it and not think about it. Like other headache about it. That could be the only use case I could.
Like
Otherwise,
for
I don't think there's much.
like for what you're saying is like and actually kind of makes sense if you're looking forward for a short-term plan rather than going for a permanent thing. You can look forward for a short-term solution and lease the car. But then this brings to me the other side. Like for example, even if you lease a car or own a car, ये सर्विसिंग साइड वाला भी एक कॉस्ट होता है वो आधे
बराबर
मतलब कुछ हिडन कॉस्ट होते हैं क्या इसमें लाइक ईवी कार्स लाइक यू गाइस हैव बीन ड्राइविंग अ लॉट रिगार्डिंग दिस सो व्हाट आर योर व्यूज ऑन दिस लाइक सर्विसिंग कॉस्ट ज्यादा रहता है कि फिर इट्स काइंड ऑफ चीप और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल बढ़ता है लाइक व्हाट इज इट लाइक काइंड ऑफ फील्स मिस्टीरियस फॉर द एंड यूजर जो अगर थर्ड पार्टी से देख रहा हो सो व्हाट आर योर व्यूज रिगार्डिंग दिस
So I'll answer this in two parts. One is
Okay.
the maintenance part, which
Okay.
is I have done the first maintenance and I was super happy about it. The first time in my life I've got a zero bill and I
Wow.
walked out of the workshop without paying anything. And I couldn't believe. I actually asked the guy, "Are you sure that there's nothing? There's not another bill? This is the
Yeah.
final bill." He said, "No, no, sir. There's nothing to service."
Wait. I
Is
have
it?
one thing to say. Was this from the official dealers or third party
No,
Tata? From the official one.
they can update. I think they're calling the review owner.
Okay.
The car manufactured after a year, they have to do some updates, which is to that they're probably something that was found out after the sold out or to the owner. Then they have a retrofit that they are doing in their workshop. That is for the so maintenance was a happy experience. I think really what we are seeing in the social media, I think this will be the experience and the service part of the Tata dealership, same dealership that I said bad things about. They are amazing. They are professional. They know what they need to do. They are trained, and they actually have shown me the training manual. They have trained their people working in the workshop to service the EV. And there's a guy who's actually directing them. He has taken the training and he has imparted the training to all the other shop workers. And I saw a system. So that is kind of reassuring. These guys know what they're doing and they're not going to damage the car. I actually took a day off and was there in the workshop when this service was being done. So that was a nice. And cost wise, yes. I think I'll be paying definitely less than my used before.
Like you'll definitely be paying less than your fuel-based car, fossil fuel car.
Yeah, ICE car.
Wow.
So the
Okay.
fuel-based cars, I can remember next car, which was a Brezza. I paid some 3,500 or 3,700 for free service itself.
Wow.
They always have something or the other to show you that this will be required, that will be required. And they take that one. That's for the maintenance part of it, which is a happy. And the second, electricity consumption part. So technically, anybody can relate it to 333 kilowatt hour consumption if the battery charges from 0 to 100. So that doesn't happen. 0 to 100 doesn't happen. I generally, I go ahead and plug my car in if it is near 20%, and I, switch it off around 80%. So that did not increase electricity bill, although my run is not that much. Only driven some 770 kilometers this far, and I do not see any change in bill.
And would anyone like to add to the same topic regarding
Yeah.
the services? Yep. Okay. Yep.
So
Vivek.
I've
Vivek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got
Vivek.
my service done already. First service done at 1,000. I've already crossed 3,200 kilometers,
Mm-hmm.
and the service was basically a checkup, and they didn't have any updates or any other things to change. So it was a pretty good experience. I
Uh-huh.
also got my Teflon coating done, but
Wow.
on the body.
Uh-huh.
Surprisingly, the service advisor also asked me if I want to get an underbody coating done. And I asked him, how are you going to give a 8-year warranty if you're not doing something already to protect it? So he was really confused
Yeah.
that why should he even propose this to a EV user?
Yeah.
And the product specialist, obviously from Tata, confirmed that yes, this is not required in underbody cover is not required in EV. So that's from the service point of view.
Yeah.
You asked about the electricity bill, and so I'm quite happy that way. I started saving a good amount on fuel because I have a 90-kilometer run every day,
Whoa.
and you can say maybe about 75% of my monthly EMI of the car
Mm-hmm.
loan
Mm-hmm.
is covered with the benefit of saving of fuel.
That's a great insight actually. That's fantastic
And
actually.
this is my run during the lockdown. So if it was not a lockdown period, then maybe I would be saving more money and be able to repay my loan in a faster way.
Yeah. And this also brings me to the fact, like, do you guys actually have the hunger to find uh, chargers in and around the city? How do you go about it?
So from my point of view, I have a fixed run, home to office, office to home, and both the sites I have a fixed parking and a fixed charge point for me now. So I'm good that way. Once in a while, I've tested some fast chargers, but there's no really need for it because I have a pretty fixed, defined schedule. On the
Yeah.
weekends, if I go out again, I charge with 100%. Like today, I've already done 120 kilometers since morning,
Wow.
and I'm just trying to drive around the city to do things where I may have wanted to postpone it, but I wanted to go around in my EV.
That's absolutely awesome.
Sounds
And how?
familiar.
Arinva. That's the thing that we actually like hearing about EVs, like the ability to go around everywhere without causing any pollution. Belonging to Orissa, so how's the network over there, charging network over there? Are you finding it a lot, or like are you
I was
struggling with
about
it? Yeah.
I was about to pull you into this particular topic to
Okay.
the charging network of Odisha. We don't have a single fast charger yet in Odisha.
Wow. So
We
like
don't
for
have any
yeah.
single, even if the slow chargers is not available anywhere in Odisha. So
Wow.
this means we do lack in the charging station, but still, I think today is 22nd, right? 12th day of owning my car, and I have already covered 900 kilometers in my car.
Oh. Is he
And
beating the are you beating the other guys also? Like, is it competitive statement or what? How about you guys, Shuvayo and Vivek? How much have you guys covered? Is it beyond 900 kilometers?
no, they would have covered, but I was saying about 12 days and 900 kilometers.
So
Oh.
Subhikash is out of this world. He stays 160 kilometers from anything at all. I know Angul. I am from that side of the country.
Okay.
So if he has to do anything at all, not the daily chores, I mean to say, he will have
Yeah.
to travel such a distance that sometimes he is going to cross 1,000. For me, I'm stuck at home, and my office is closed, and it's going to be the same way till September. So from that perspective, I'm only roaming around in the city, and I don't have anything to do. I don't have any work to do, but still I take the car out and I drive around. So
That's
that's how I have clocked 770. And today
Wow.
also I went to just to see a charger, that is nearest to my home. And when I
Yeah.
went there, I found another being charged. So I turned around and came back.
Wow.
दैट्स ग्रेट। सो चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए मैं कुछ कहूँगा कि
Yes.
हमें सिटी से ज़्यादा हाईवे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है।
Right.
सिटी फॉर सिटी ट्रैवल जैसे विवेक होम पे चार्ज करते हैं, ऑफिस में चार्ज करते हैं, इट्स नो प्रॉब्लम फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ पीपल। वो अलग बात है आप अपार्टमेंट में हो, आपके पास पार्किंग स्पेस नहीं, पर ज़्यादातर लोग कर सकते हैं होम पे या ऑफिस पे चार्ज। पर जैसे
Yes.
हाईवे चार्जिंग है, आपको लॉन्ग लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करना, वो
हम्म,
वहाँ दिक्कत आ जाती है।
हम्म,
जैसे अरुण अरुण बेंगलोर में है, को फाउंडर क्लब
जी,
के, वो उनको
हम्म,
ट्रैवल करना होता है तो वो स्लो चार्जर पे यूज करते हैं,
हम्म,
वो तो उसमें टाइम लगता है। अगर एक नेक्सन ईवी के नकुल हैं बेंगलोर से, उनको भी अभी ट्रैवल किया था उन्होंने, उनको भी एक ओवरनाइट चार्ज करना पड़ा था समथिंग 300 डिस्टेंस कवर करने के। तो वो एक दिक्कत है अभी ईवीज के लिए, और
हम्म,
कुछ पीपल उसके कारण अभी ईवी नहीं खरीद रहे हैं। तो उम्मीद है कि जल्दी ही हाईवे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर आना शुरू हो जाएगा और ये दिक्कत दूर। और रिगार्डिंग सर्विस, whether it is Kona or Nexon, the first few service are going to be literally nothing, and the further service we will see how.
that's awesome. And like when it comes to EV, have you guys had any form of adventure or anything that we would like to share? कि भाई ऐसा भी हो सकता है इसमें?
So I think Vivek had a range anxiety episode. I had about him. So that was the time when I was scared that I'm going to get stuck on the road. Apart from that, and I think that was bad from my after I probably. And I think the way we think about it, that the car goes out of fuel, I can go to a and refill. So I don't think about it. That kind of thought to mind that I cannot really refuel. So
Okay.
it's not required. I
Mhm.
put my car on charge in the night. For the next day, for the whole day, it's
और रेंज के मामलों में लाइक आर यू गाइस गेटिंग द एग्जैक्ट रेंज दैट हैज बीन क्लेम्ड कि फिर थोड़ा प्लस 19-20 का फर्क है?
नहीं, बेसिकली कैसा है कि वो मतलब दैट्स एवरीबॉडी नो so I never expected that. First thing I did is like put my car. मैं अरुण को पूछा था, अरुण बहुत ड्राइव करे टाइम. I used to see his post on Twitter.
Mhm,
So he
mhm,
said first time that you are going to get 200 to 220 range.
mhm.
I was quite ready for that number, so it was not a surprise for me. And I'm
Okay.
getting that much, and I'm happy with it.
Same here. Yes, ARAI range is marked as 312, but I think there's a huge difference between ARAI range on ICE vehicles as well as EVs, so it's not something which is a surprise. I had done a few test drives and I estimated and calculated that I'll get 220 to 260, and I'm getting sometimes 220, 240, 250. So it's not a bad thing, and I'm happy that I'm able to do two office trips without having to stop or anything like that, or get stuck in between. Like I know a lot of E2 owners have had issues earlier. At least fingers crossed, my vehicle hasn't had any problems till date, and I'm
Mhm.
happy that way.
Awesome.
I would like to put up some point on this range kind of thing.
Yep.
Like we all know कि Indian AI system, whenever they gave the first thing that I did to find out the range was because I didn't have a test drive vehicle in Odisha. I didn't see the vehicle, but I booked it and I got the vehicle delivered. What I did is I went through internet and found out the range comparison between all the EVs that are produced yet in, I think, in Earth, if I say,
Yeah.
that is starting from Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, Nissan, and Model 3 also from Tesla. I am talking about only the battery capacity from 28 to 49 kilowatt, not more than that. Because I was about to get a car which was about to be between 30 to 45 or 44 kilowatt only. So with the comparison video, what I did is I got to see any car with 30 kilowatt to 37 kilowatt. The maximum range they gave was from 150 to 225. The maximum is that. So my expectation was completely in between that. कि मेरी गाड़ी range, if I'm getting a Nexon, so that will be giving a range of 160 to 200, and in real life that is giving. I didn't go through the ARI claimed figure of 312. If also we talk about 312, you just deduct that 312 minus 40%, that comes to 183. And again, in that way, if we compare to any ICE vehicles, diesel or petrol or anything, if they claim 20, we get on-road mileage of 12. So that is again 40%, 35 to 40%.
Yeah.
So we need to calculate it that way. If it is a ARAI certified thing, and if we go through exactly what we should get, and that should be for Nexon, and 160, 150 to 2 should be the max. We drive means like a human being, not like computer, putting the AC off,
Yeah.
with the windows open, without any lights, without any wipers. What all conditions that AI give again. So, my friends, I am happy with the Nexon, and I drive it that way. I charge it at home. Again, I have a rooftop solar of 3 kilowatt that is giving me back for the charge that I am putting up into Nexon EV.
Super.
And this way, I think means almost with 800 kilometers, I have already saved some 7,500 in 12 days.
Wow.
So I think regarding ARI, it is safe to say that real range overall is going to be 2/3 of what they state.
Just deduct 40% of it. Just deduct it 40%. That's it. You'll get the the claim figure versus the real life figure in any vehicle. Any vehicle.
Like for Hyundai Kona, it is 452, and in real, it is 280, 300 if you drive like human, as you said.
Right. So it is the similar way for I think every car. It should be the similar way.
So Subhika, like an hour ago, you tagged me into a tweet which I haven't read full, but it was saying something, a request from your Nexon EV Pan India group. So what was about that? What you all
It
guys would like to say
was,
about
I
it?
think, every one of us, Subhayu, Vivek, we tagged Tata for it. A very few niggles that we get. Tata has claimed that 110 watt per hour should be the consumption, but none of us EV owners are getting below 119. I think I'm not wrong, Vivek.
That's correct.
Again, there are few points I would like to put up over here also. Just a second. The first thing is there are a lot of software bugs, the unpredictable DTE, distance to empty, that we give over there. That if it is showing 180 kilometers DTE at 100%, so we can go till maximum is 150 or 160. So 30 kilometers minus the DTE. That is the first thing. Another the common they are Tata has advertised a lot the connected features, but none of the connected feature work actually in the real life. If we hit a command to switch on the light over the application that has given that is Tata Z Connect, it takes at least more than 30 to 40 seconds run a command, and even if we are not sure if that command will run or it won't run, means we have to look into the app. We we click on the light or we click on the pre-cooling feature. Then we have to wait after 30 second or 60 second approximately. It will say, "Oops, sorry, this command could not be executed." So that
That's
has to
bad.
be addressed by Tata as soon as possible. Again, one more thing: the AC. We have the AC unit in Tata. We don't. I mean, we all in owner, like 70 plus owners. We are there in our WhatsApp group, and there everyone is having the similar problem. At even at 27 degrees or 28 degrees, the AC keeps on cooling the car, which shouldn't be the feature actually. Means in my other ICE cars, if I am putting it in a auto mode and putting it at 24-degree or 27-degree, what it does is it cools the car till 24-degree or 28-degree, whatever is the pre-desired temperature. Then the compressor cuts off. It gives a few warm air and maintain the temperature of that 24-degree. But in Tata, that is not happening at all. What is going on is it keeps on cooling throughout, so we have to switch it off. We have to switch off the AC and wait till the car gets warm. So that shouldn't be the case in this climate control. And I think that is again another problem in Tata, which is consuming more energy for keeping the cabin cool and cool and cool. It is not cutting up. Means we think the compressor is not cutting up or something is the issue with that. So the cooling should be addressed again by Tata. So these are few serious points that we are looking through. Nikhil?
And then,
Yeah.
Yes.
like collectively, you'll gather all the details that has been gathered through all the users, and then you'll slowly represent it in front of Tata. Are they in constant communication with you guys? Like क्या हो रहा है EV के साथ या
No, today this is the first time what we have done is we had taken the issue to Twitter so that we get some actual feedback from Tata, or they should look into that. Because if we are even if complaining, I won't talk about my own self because I am in touch with the Eastern Zone service manager and he's a very good guy and he's keeping informed every other thing very clearly. But it is not the situation with all other customers. I think there is no clear communication. There is a big communication gap between the customer and Tata, and the dealer point. I think they are not been educated ki what is going on inside Tata and what is going on with the customer, and the communication gap is very huge. And even if the Tata guys at dealer don't have lot of knowledge about this particular thing, what is happening and what should be addressed into, and we are talking about software updates, then Tata guys may say what is that in the case software update kya hota hai. I think I'm not wrong,
Wow.
Vivek and Subayu.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. One thing that is different between Subikash and probably myself is that the dealership experience. And I think it's probably a local thing. Vivek also experienced some bad things in Delhi, and then he experienced some things there. So here for me, the dealership is totally bad, and the Tata Motors guys are. Subikash has got good for the dealer. So it looks like it's a regional, and I agree regarding the communication gap. To be honest, I did not expect to be a cakewalk of a thing. The first time it's happening, the dealership will not know about, and there will be gaps. So yeah, and they are there. Some of them are more important than the others. Like this issue that he has said, it might sound irrelevant on the face of it. Since we are talking about EV here, a change thing that is very important. The IC can be controlled through a software. Why not a software released by Tata, which can be distributed over the air? That I doubt is of this application issue that we have slowly.
Totally agree with Subhash. I think Tata needs to have like account managers, sales manager, and they
Okay, so the big picture is like Tata should have facilities to offer updates via over the air. Like,
Yeah.
am I correct? And then they should have regular software updates rather than simply focusing on the mechanical parts. But then the software part, that's also as equally important when it comes to EV, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think one of the good things is that
Vivek is out of range, I think.
Yep.
without any issues and without any red tape like today.
Vivek, you are not at all audible. Maybe you are out of range.
Well, we can't actually blame him. He's enjoying the Tata Nexon drive. Yeah.
Rather, Vivek, you can open the sunroof to get a more range. We can talk clearly about it.
No, the sunroof
Range
doesn't
is a
help that
issue.
much. Sunroof is just good for view, but it's not good for ventilation.
And that's what I said. You open it up so we can get a good range at in your phone, and we can talk clearly.
Well, right now I'm outside the car in my apartment, not getting into an elevator so that the call doesn't get disconnected.
That's good.
Also, this brings me to a silly question that I would like to ask to each one of you. So how's your family reacting to EV? Like, ठीक है गाड़ी देखिए धुआं आता है, but then EV ये क्या है?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay, my daughter was really she's learning the environmental impact activity, and he actually told me one day without me being giving any clue or anything that go for that is something that does. So I always wanted an EV. So when she said I was really serious. The first a chance I'm going to get it, and like Subika didn't need a car or did a test drive. So that was the good bit. And the second part was when I was just thinking in a huge range anxiety when I was reaching home and was thinking that with 6% of AC that I'll get stuck. When I reached home, my wife said that is it going to be this way each time we are going out? So I assured her no, it was a planning. And after that, things went normal. This is from my
Yeah, I mean, ये जो day-to-day experiences होते हैं ना, that's the thing that connects like regular life से and this thing अच्छा EV से, like the experience that you guys are, ये जो core experiences जो होते हैं like the next generation learning about EV और फिर our better half understanding अच्छा ऐसा भी हो सकता है, but then the car is also awesome, so that's awesome.
yeah. So
Yeah.
my family loves it.
My family
So-
same. Everybody's happy with the EV. They know that I've been wanting a EV for a long time, and everybody is really good because the decision was made after doing a test drive of Hyundai, MG, and Tata, all three, and we finally decided. And of course, it doesn't look like a toy car, which the E2 or two-door used to look like. So
Yeah.
definitely, it's much better.
And how about you, Shubhakesh? How are things over there? Like in Orissa, like people would be looking, like turning around and checking out the car. Like, यार इसका muffler किधर है?
That is no. I would rather say something weird. People yet don't know. Even if my nearest dealer Tata, who is 2 kilometers away, they were amazed. ये बैटरी कार है, ये टाटा ने बनाया है.
Wow.
Oh my,
I mean,
Wow, really?
that's priceless.
And even and even if people don't know yet, like whoever we say that this is our new car and this runs on battery, they said हाँ बैटरी पे तो मेरी भी गाड़ी चलती है, पेट्रोल डलती है या डीजल डलती है इसमें.
Lot
Well,
of
the
EV
most
education
common
is
question
needed.
I've got is that what happens if the battery runs out? Can't it run on petrol or diesel? What is the backup? And my joke has always been that you put a genset in the car boot, and whenever you want, you run petrol or diesel if you want.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
had the same question in the parking. that yeah, I understand you are charging the battery as a battery, but what about the fuel? How do you put petrol? So that's the question that I have received. And people
I
actually
think
stopped
lot
me
of
in
EV education
on
is
the
needed.
way. In the city itself, I have 3 times it happened that people actually stopped, came to the window and asked me a whole lot of questions about EV. I'm really happy to pitch and
मतलब
show them around.
मतलब टाटा नेक्सॉन का जो ईवी का एडवर्टाइजमेंट है उसमें भी कुछ ऐसा ही है, सब आके सुपरस्टार जैसा फीलिंग देते हैं, लाइक भाई ये क्या है ये चीज।
Who say wow?
And
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Subhikash's,
dangerous also. I mean, when
yeah,
people turn their heads while they're driving on the road, it's very dangerous because they are more interested in our car than paying attention to what they're driving.
right.
To be very
It's a
frank,
bit scary.
here it is not a case like this. Means people, 99.9% of the people don't know about a EV. What is a EV? And they know, like we have a lot of two-wheelers in our market, and all of them are flop kind of thing. Only Okinawa is there, and the dealer has completely busted Okinawa by selling it at a higher price tag than Okinawa has quoted to their dealers. So people don't trust an EV. Still, we have a four-wheeler. Then people come and ask if we also say that this is a EV. Then they said that we see these all things in TV कि ऐसे आने वाला है, and you have the car of you have a car, and that is amazing.
Yeah.
And they take photos with us कि ये उड़ीसा की पहली EV है, and a selfie with us.
अरे वाह। I think you know
So
what, you should actually guide them भाई, बोले ये सब हैशटैग डालना ताकि ट्रेंडिंग में आए।
Means actually
Yeah, I
being
think
in a lockdown situation, we are facing issue like we have not been able to enjoy the car much of it, and our timing has been fixed by government. Like we work from 7 in the morning to till 2 o'clock, and then everything is shut down. So that is a issue going on here, and that
Yeah.
is why we are not being able to socialize much. But yes, I have seen two guys yet who have means acknowledged that this is a EV, and wow, that this is a Tata EV that I'm seeing in live, and that is a school going sorry school I think college going boy. He acknowledged that is this a EV, and how does it run, and how is it to drive. He asked me few questions.
I
he,
mean
he huh.
that's
so
actually
आप
nice to
लोगों ने
hear. Yeah, Nikhil, sure, go ahead.
तो आप लोगों ने जब ये ईवी खरीदी नेक्सन ईवी, तो किसी फ्रेंड को इंस्पिरेशन मिली क्या ईवी खरीदने के लिए, टू व्हीलर हो या फोर व्हीलर?
No, I think I will say there is a brand I think you people have known, means that is a Odisha. The brand is coming from Odisha, and the name I think it is from Odisha. I'm not sure, but the name is EEVE. That
Yeah, I
is
have.
getting the that is they are making two wheelers that recently came to Angul, and when one of my friend was about to take a scooter, he said that I will go for a Honda or a Hero. Then I took him for the test drive. Ki bhai, don't go for these fuel burners, go for a electric, and that would be fun. We took the test drive. He said कि means my father doesn't trust that I have to go for a, this is good, this feels good, but this doesn't go more than 25 kilometer per hour, and my father denied, so he went for a some Hero or Honda product, and they that is the petrol product, but he didn't go for this electric at all. I have convinced a lot to few, or I'll say more than 10 people, but no one is ready to go for a EV. Maybe it a two wheeler, and four wheeler तो बहुत दूर की बात है. अभी तो दिल्ली दूर है उड़ीसा के लिए.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just share my experience about this. So
people
I
think that it's cheaper in the long term, and they just look at the upfront capex cost.
Yep.
No,
Yes,
even if
that's true.
we give every details, we sit, means I have sat with them. I've made all the details. Like if you drive this way for the vehicle for at least 2 years or 3 years down the line, then you'll be getting back from the vehicle. But still, they say, "अरे बंद हो जाएगी तो क्या होगा?" Actually, this is due to the poor marketing and the cheap product that were launched before a few years, like the lead acid batteries and all, which used to which we have to change alter every 6 months or something. I exactly don't know what was the issue with those. but the lithium battery, so now they know is that it is a battery. They don't know the difference between the lithium battery or a lead acid battery. So that is the main issue.
Yeah, I think इंडिया में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा मेन स्ट्रीम होने में ईवी को, बट आई थिंक प्रोग्रेस है. लाइक टॉकिंग टू यू गाइस काइंड ऑफ एक रियलाइजेशन भी आता है कि न्यू जनरेशन जैसे कॉलेज गोइंग किड्स है या जो छोटे बच्चे हैं उनको भी पता चल रहा है, एंड देन दे विल बी टेकिंग इंटरेस्ट टुवर्ड्स दिस रादर देन
Yes, right.
जी करंट जनरेशन या जो जो जनरेशन है जिसके पास परचेसिंग पावर है एंड दे कैन इन्वेस्ट इन ईवी. दैट
जैसे
आई थिंक या निखिल.
जैसे मैं अभी कॉलेज में हूँ, तो मैं अपना ईवी पोस्ट या स्टेटस डालता रहता हूँ, तो दोस्तों क्लासमेट्स को कुछ तो पता लगता ही है. और मेरा भाई भी, छोटा भाई है, वो भी जैसे टेस्ला का फैन हो चुका है कि लूंगा तो यही लूंगा, नहीं तो कुछ नहीं लूंगा. तो न्यू जनरेशन इज गोइंग टू लीड द ईवी रिवोल्यूशन. Older generation I think will take some time to accept this.
And
धीरे-धीरे होएगा.
Yep. And then I would also like to add this point, Nikhil, you are in the college, but we all are over here today because of you. You know for the fact, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a good step that we all are taking towards better and greener future. Now I would like to ask a serious question. Has Tata gotten in communication with you guys और कोई warning ऐसा कुछ दिया हुआ है related to battery management या power systems और battery का health and life wise ऐसा कुछ questions कहे गए हैं कि कुछ बताया गया है कि फिर it's like warranty wise ऐसा कुछ anything?
So they have given some do's and don'ts.
Mhm.
And I know for sure a customer in NCR region, he purchased it. He got accessories of his own choice from the dealer, and the dealer, for the dealer also, it was the first EV, and the battery went. The HV battery was dead.
Oh.
And
Oh my God.
although officially Tata doesn't cover it under warranty, but they have taken it as a special case because they were not able to inform the dealer also. And TML have taken it on their own cost, and they have replaced that battery. But
That's
again,
okay.
yes, awareness needs to happen. Like, we know it's not a good idea to charge in the rain, but yes, we take our own precautions. Although the manual says that you can do it, it's okay, but we still take precautions because we don't want to take a risk.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
thankfully, we are staying in such a continent where, मतलब India में especially, icing का ऐसे कुछ issues नहीं है. So I think we are better off that portion. But
Yeah, most of India doesn't have that problem, but definitely there are precautions we should take for everything: heat, rain, ice, everything.
Also, I would like to ask a question to you guys. जो advertisement जो हुआ था, Nexon को they took it to लद्दाख साइड पे लेके गए थे, तो वहाँ पे ही बताया गया था कि नॉर्मल प्लग इन से चार्ज करके देखा था, लाइक दे हैव शोड इट. सो ऐसा कुछ होता है?
I do it in
Yes.
my office. It's a regular charge. 15 ampere का plug है. Only thing is earthing should be there. And we know, I think in our group somebody has done. No, I think it was another group that they keep a rod and a salt water bottle with them, and wherever they have to charge, अगर earthing अच्छी नहीं है, so they use that connector cable and a rod. They just push it on the ground, put salt water, and they charge for 2-3 hours in an emergency. So that's something which maybe it can be made a standard kit also.
Yeah, I mean that's something even I didn't know that's possible. So that's amazing.
Rather, I will put up a few things in this. Tata doesn't give us very different kind of charger or anything.
Okay.
It is like whatever Tata gives us is a simple RCCB mated with a 16 ampere plug. That's it. And our charger, one side is a CCS2 port that we put it into the car, and the other side is a 16 ampere plug only.
Oh,
So we don't get any special charger that means like MG has or Hyundai Kona has. It is a very normal charger that we get, and we can put it into any 15 ampere plug. Only the thing that Vivek mentioned is we need to have a very good earthing in that. And even if there is no earthing, we can put up a rod into like earth and put some water, salt water or anything, and that will put up the start charging.
Okay, that's awesome. That's something that
And-
nobody actually shows or
And
talks
sorry,
about.
just to add,
Yeah.
the Tata is the one which requires the least wattage. So it
Right.
doesn't put a huge load on your electric connection wherever, 2.8 to 3 kilowatts. But if we talk about others, they are much higher, and you need to enhance your load, and you can't just plug in anywhere because people's circuits are not usually meant for 5, 6, 8 kilowatts.
Yeah,
So,
actually,
But
I have
3 is
tested
easy.
it as well. I
so
taken a video recording of maximum load on my meter. I'm using the same meter for my
Mhm.
house and the charging. So it
Mhm.
maximum it goes to 0.8.
Ah. So is it safe to say like अगर घर में एसी लगाओ तो सब ध्यान से रखना पड़ता है, but for this ऐसा
मेरा
कुछ
घर
जरूरत नहीं
में
है? हाँ.
नहीं, मेरा घर में मैं टेस्ट किया है, नीचे मैं गाड़ी चार्जिंग में लगाया और दोनों एसी चालू किया, फिर भी इट वाज ओके एंड देयर वाज नो सर्किट ट्रिपिंग, सर्किट ब्रेकर ट्रिपिंग और एनीथिंग एट ऑल, नो इश्यूज.
That's actually well thought out by Tata. Don't you guys think about like normal consumer के लिए अगर
Another
charging point? Yeah.
another point I will add on.
Mhm.
Like I don't think if this recording is going anywhere live and the electric department get through this, then they will come to my house and seal it forever. I think I have a connection of 4 kilowatt with a 3 kilowatt net metering solar rooftop solar, and again with that, we have two AC running in the night. With that, my car charges completely without any fluctuation or without any issue going on through it.
Wow. And then usually charge time कैसा रहता है? Like does it take a lot of hours कि फिर एक
No, I don't think. Yesterday I charged it from 4% to I think 200%. It took 10 hours, and that it should. That is a regular time. I think Vivek and Subayu, if I'm
Yeah,
not
I
wrong.
Yeah,
absolutely agree.
I'm
Absolutely.
happy with the 8 hours charge, and in fact, I use a smart plug which times with my air conditioning cycle. So usually at 11:30, 12, I auto off the ACs in the evening. So that way, when that's my auto start schedule time for the smart plug to charge the car, and by morning 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I'm done, and 100% then I'm already there usually.
Yeah.
And then this would be a pretty weird question. Anything that you guys miss from your previous car that's the fossil fuel cars? Anything that you guys miss?
Yeah,
Yes,
the
I do.
vibrations and the sound of the engine.
No, I don't
Yes.
miss that at all.
That's
I
a
don't miss
positive
that at all.
miss.
I know the silence. I do
Uh,
enjoy it. And
awesome.
so there's a lot of my daughter with it. She was a who started the thing. She was very happy, and she said that's how it is there. There's no pollution. That's all. Probably that is the reason why I started love the silence instead of the engine. I like that.
And have you?
If
Uh-huh.
I think
Yeah.
in my previous other car, then is the ability to plan a road. That is something that I'm holding on more year. I think 1 more year or 1.5 year in service, and probably there will be more charging points in the highway, and I can make. I do that. I last year I went all the way to Mumbai, and so that is something that I miss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, the highway drives are usually using a cab anyway, because I don't like to take my own cars when I'm on the highways for long trips, because I don't want to drive too much, especially in the Indian roads. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that way.
That's pretty good. Like you guys are actually enjoying EV. I'm so jealous.
Anything you guys have missed for this podcast?
So I think, especially in our case for Tata, like they already have a SUV owners club called Soul. They should have something for the EVs. So I think that will bring a lot of community good vibe and a lot of community bonding. And although Tata has done a great product, so I think it's a good thing for them from a marketing perspective also.
Yeah, and something that should not involve WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Definitely. So when I say a club, it's more of meetups and drives and doing fun things with the car. I think WhatsApp is the least important topic on that.
So
Yeah.
Subhikash and Vivek, you guys can start a club and contact with Tata. Like I have
We have already.
Tesla club. I hope hopefully it will be recognized by Tesla whenever they come in India. So you guys can start something similar.
I've already written to their marketing teams and they said yes, we'll get back to you. Thank you for your suggestion. So I think that's about it. In fact, I wrote to the Soul Club management mail ID. I've told it to our sales guys also. But again, as I said, they are more sales guys rather than account managers. So they are really concerned about their numbers. And definitely,
Yeah.
maybe I'm
That's
sharing some information, insider information. Hopefully, in the coming week, we'll get to know about a 500 Nexon EV deal in Delhi.
Wow.
Oh wow, it's
That's great.
amazing.
Yep. That's great. Yeah.
that's going to be
Yeah,
huge.
just like Kerala police has got Nexon EVs, so Delhi is also planning something.
Thankfully, it's
Really
not
awesome.
Mahindra EVs.
Yeah.
No,
Mahindra.
Mahindra is not
Do
even in the picture.
Mahindra have a EV yet?
No.
Uh,
The Mahindra is not even in the picture.
yeah.
They're
Mahindra has
comparing
some.
SUV, compact SUV segment only. So we're talking only about 3 models.
Hmm.
So we should, I think, wrap it up now.
Yep. This
Yeah.
Thank
has
you.
been so I hope you guys
It's
yeah, Nikhil,
it's
please go ahead. Yeah.
uh, it's good to be back after a long time in the podcast. Thanks to Hariraj who motivated me enough to do this. And I have been personally busy these days, and the COVID situation which halted many things for the club. We are getting things started again. Blogs are again getting started on solar and EVs. And I request all of you to use the forum if you want to share anything, because Twitter posts get limited to Twitter, and forum posts can be shared on other platforms like Reddit and Facebook, etc. So I think that's it. If anyone want to say any closing comments,
Thanks for giving us a platform to speak with ourselves. So we are from different corner of the country, and we came to this platform, and it was really wonderful that we got a chance to speak about it and share our experience.
Yep.
you are welcome
Yeah.
anytime here.
Yep. The idea is to increase the voice and increasing the voice share so that people get to hear about this and then they can further advocate further. So
Motto
yeah, Nikhil, motto, yeah.
motto is to build a community for the future, and every EV is supported by the club. So we are doing it on every EV. That's
Yeah,
like
and
it's
from
Tata
my
EV
side,
here.
Nikhil, I think we need to do another meetup this time with a EV vehicle. Last time we only had a bike. Let's hope next time we have at least 2-3 different cars.
Yes, sure. We hope so, and hope this situation is under control soon, and we can meet up again.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Thank